Welcome back, folks. Esterville Lincoln Central has been a dominant team in Iowa high school girls basketball in recent years, and a good chunk of that success is thanks to junior point guard Haley Stokes, this week's Sports Force champion.
She's one of these players that I truly believe she knows what's going to happen before it happens.
If you were to look at the Iowa high school girls basketball stat leaders entering the day, you'd find one Siouxlander plastered all over the page. That would be Esterville Lincoln Central junior Haley Stokes. But the Minnesota State commit has been playing top-tier basketball for a long time.
I started really young playing up.
She right away was able to compete, which made it fun, but she was tiny.
The lack of size never stopped Stokes, who helped guide the appropriately named midgets to a state championship her freshman season.
It was always like a dream. We'd go down there and be like, oh, like that'd be cool if we could do that. And then once we got to high school, like our season started really well, and it was like, okay, maybe that could like actually be something we do.
For Stokes, though, filling up this trophy case behind me has been a family affair. Playing her first couple of seasons in high school with her sister Jordan, and having her father Scott supporting her on the bench as an assistant coach.
I guess it's been really good. Like he always finds a way to like push me, and then like there's things we can talk about at home, like hey, like this is what we need to do in practice, or like this is something like we need to work on.
And Jordan put more time in the gym than Haley did. A lot of times we brought her along, but Haley didn't come all the time. And then eventually kind of that wore off onto Haley, and she got to the point where she lives in the gym too and works hard. And
that hard work has certainly paid off for Stokes, who now holds the ELC all-time records in steals and assists, as well as the record for points in a game, with performances that leave her own teammates in awe.
There's been times on the court where kind of me and the other girls, we look at each other and we're like, wow, that was cool.
But even more impressive than her performances on the court are her actions off the court, something head coach Don Martindale has picked up on in his time with Stokes.
Whether it's on the basketball court, in the classroom, outside the schoolhouse, just a very people person. And I always talk about it's always going to be the person first before the player, and just an outstanding young lady.
And she's kind, she's humble, extremely humble, and she's super caring, and she's a friend to so many. She's one of my best friends, and I mean, it's just awesome to be around her. She's a great person.
Now Stokes, by the way, guys, just 16 points away from ELC's all-time scoring record.
Wow, you think she's going to get that by the end of the season?
I think she might have that by the next game.
And I love the soundbite from her dad, who says she knows what's going to happen before it happens.
Yeah, that was actually her head coach, Don Martindale, who said that. And that's a coach who doesn't say that about a lot of kids, so that means a lot if he's saying that about her.
Sure does. Jason, thanks.